Hey guys, what's up? Cardfight here, and today I'm here with a deck profile. I still didn't get the perfect card for my Tachikaze yet, so I just don't really want to put it out. But if within this week I still don't have it, and then I'll put it up, I guess. But right now, by request from one of the kind people on Patreon, Kin, he requested for a Extreme Valor deck profile. So let's get right into the deck profile. So this is the new Victor support. So this is actually one of the new my new favorite decks to play. So it's actually the first deck I built after I opened a new set. So good stuff. So starting right now running the Extreme Valor thing from G-BT01. His effect is Generous Pick 1. When a unit in the same column as this card stand this unit. So it's a free restand for him. But he is a 5k, so the first attack you do with him is not that strong, but that is okay. Next, we're running 4 Victors. Victor is the main stride break for the deck, and his skill is Generous Break 2. When this card attacks a Vanguard, this unit gets plus 5,000 power, and you can choose one of your rear guards, stand it, and that unit gets plus 5,000 power too. So pretty self-explanatory. Second skill is the stride break skill. Is when a G unit strides on top of this card, it gets a new skill, and that skill is kind of lost 1. When this card attacks, you may pay the cost. You do choose one of your rear guards and stand it, and then during this turn, that unit gets plus 5,000 power, and this unit this effect cannot be used again. So for kind of last 1, when this card attacks, you can stand a unit. So it fits in very well with the way the deck runs, so it's pretty good. So next, we have for Danshark. Danshark isn't really the best backup Vanguard for this deck, since there isn't too many units with the rush ability right now. But he makes up for it for his rear guard skill. It's quite an okay skill. Alright, so his first ability is, so he has rush, and so it's a rear guard skill, and his Generous Break 1. When this card stands from one of your own effects, you get a new skill, and that new skill is on rear guard. Kind of lost 1. When this unit attacks a Vanguard hits, you can choose a unit with less power than this card, and retire it. And then his second skill is kind of last 1. Last 1. When this card is placed in the Vanguard circle, you can look at the top 5 cards of your deck, search for a unit with the rush ability, and add it to your hand, and then shuffle your deck. So if you don't get the Sazanda, he's the second best option for you, since he has ability on hit ability, so it puts pressure on your opponent. He doesn't get as much power as Sazanda does, but it's fine. And his ability to search for rush, mainly you're just gonna, you're mainly gonna search for the stand trigger, or not the stand trigger. Mainly gonna search for the only search for himself. So that's the main problem right now. He can only search for himself. But hopefully later on we'll get more support, and he'll be able to search for other things. But if you search for himself, you can get extra stride fodder in your hand anyway, so that's okay. This card has potential, but as of now, you mainly want to ride into Victor. So next, we're running 4 Cool Hank. His skill is Counterblast 1, Generous Break 1, Counterblast 1. When this card attacks a Vanguard while it's being boosted, you pay the cost. If you do, choose one of your rear guards and stand it, and during this turn, it gets plus 1,000 power, and you can't use this ability again. So, Cool Hank is one of the combo pieces for the deck. You want him to, be able to start chain attacking. And I mean, for the time being, if you don't have him, you can use him instead to start up your combo. He's also okay, but he'll be useless the next turn because his skill is on call. So the skill is Generous Break 1, counter loss 1. So loss 1 when this card is placed on a rearguard circle. If you have a Victor Vanguard, you will pay the cost if you do. This card gets plus 2,000 power and a new skill. Once per turn, when this unit attacks a Vanguard, you can choose one of your rearguards and stand it. And that unit gets plus 1,000 power during this turn. So the good thing about him is he doesn't need to be boosted. So if you're playing against a deck that has heavy retiring, you can use this card to this one card to start off the combo. While his cool hand you need to be boosted. So I guess it really depends on how you want to do things. But yeah. Next we run 4 of the MVP of the deck. Sazanda. Extreme Battle Sazanda. His skill is when this card stand by one of your own effects, by one of your card effects, you can stand this. You can have a game plus 1,000 power, and it lasts until the end of turn. So if you keep standing this guy, he just keeps on gaining power. So it's pretty scary. And yeah, obviously he's another puzzle piece that you need for you to hit those extremely high numbers. Extremely high numbers. Because, extreme hours. But anyway, running this guy is not really the best thing to run, but he's okay. His skill is when a unit with when a card in the same column as this unit stands and it has the rush ability, you can stand this unit too. So basically, he's kind of like a nerfed version of this thing, but he's a 7K, so it's okay. He only stand if if the unit has rush. So as of now, the only thing that can stand is this thing. But thanks to the stand trigger we have, we can give the rush ability to somebody else. So I'll explain that in a bit. So next we run 3 Stride Fodders. Pretty self-explanatory. And then next we're running 4 of this pretty godly card. And this card skill is if you have a Victor Vanguard, you the unit in the same column as this card gets a new effect, and the effect is Rush, Vanguard or Rearguard. When this card stands from one of your own effects during this turn, you get a new skill. And that skill is Vanguard Rearguard. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, you can choose 2 of your units, and it gets plus 4,000 power. So on stand, you attack, and then you choose 2 units to get 4,000 power. So if you stand twice, you get the skill twice, so you can just stack it. It's a pretty scary card. So if you have a Sazanda in the front of it, you just keep giving units plus 4,000 power. Yeah, it's quite good. Next, running 4 of for the Vanguard Gs. We're not running the new one. I don't really like the new one. It's not that great, but running this is better for me, I guess. For triggers, running 4 crit. This is the Victor crit. 4 draws. For the this new stand. This new stand is amazing. Skill is once per turn. Generous Break 1. Choose one of your rear guards and give it a new ability. And that ability is Rush. Rear guard skill. When this unit stands from one of your own card effects, during this turn it gets a new skill. And that skill is when this card attacks during this battle, it gets plus 1,000 power. And then this unit moves back into the top of the deck. and then shuffle it. So how his ability works is he gives the ability to get plus 1,000 power when the unit stands. So basically, the first time he stands, he gets plus 1,000. He'll get the skill once. If he stands again, he gets the skill again. So he gets the skill twice. So this time when he attacks, he gets plus 10,000 power. Some people might be might get confused because it says during that battle, but he gets a skill per stand. So you get the skill stacks because the skill itself that it gives does not have once per turn. This card has once per turn, but it might be a misprint, but I don't think so as of now. They might errata it later, but yeah, basically you can stack the skill whenever your unit stands. It also gives them rush, so if you have this thing behind it, this thing will be able to stand now because your unit has rush. So the stand trigger is quite good at giving extra power. So if you have Dan Shark, then you can turn him into a Sazanda pretty much. So it's okay. And of course we're running 4 heals because heals. Running Rainbow Trigger in this deck is okay. I tried running 8 crit 4 stands, but this deck really doesn't have that much defense early on. So running draws sort of helps if you hit into them. For the G zone, we're running 4 of the new Victor. The main reason running this is because Meteor Kaiser is good, but since this guy does not cost counter blast, he is a lot more. I guess he's just more. Works better if you're in a pinch. Sorry for the brain fart. Blah, blah, blah. Basically, his skill is once per turn, G flip himself, and then during this turn, this card gets a new skill. On a Vanguard circle, this unit, when this card attack hits, you can choose one of your rear guards and stand it, and that unit gets plus 5,000 power. And then he also gets a Generation Break 3 skill, which is when this card attacks, you can choose one of your rear guards and stand it, and then it gets plus 5,000 power. So basically, if you hit, you can stand 2 units. If you don't hit, you stand 1. But since you probably will have Victor as heart, and you activate his skill, you'll stand a total of 3 units if you hit and 2 if you don't hit. So you'll be standing a lot, which is good. Yeah. And next we're running one of this guy from Fighters Collection. Its skill is Countless 1. When a unit stands from one of your card effects, during his turn, this one gets plus the unit gets plus 2,000 power and a new skill, or not a new skill. You can kill something with you can kill your opponent's rear guard that has less power than equal or less power than the card that you stood. Blah. I rarely use it, but I can see it's useless sometimes if there's something really annoying rear guard on your opponent's field you want to kill. You can just use it. Yeah, but most of the time your first try will be this guy. Skill is when this card hits, you can choose one of your opponents, or you can choose one of your rear guards and stand it, and it gets plus 1,000 power. So combined with Victor, if you hit, you can stand total of 2 units. And then of course we're running 2 Meteor Kaiser. Meteor Kaiser is kind of a finisher. It's mainly used against Link Jokers, because if you get screwed over and your whole field's locked for something, you can always use this guy as a last ditch effort to attack twice. So this skill is kind of last 2. Choose one of your Meteor Kaiser and flip it face up. If you have 2 or more cards in your G zone face up, during this turn, this card gets a new skill. and it gets -1 drive. So when discard, you can discard 2 cards. So when discard attack at the end of the battle, you can pay the cost if you do stand this unit, and this effect cannot be used again. So basically, when you attack with this guy, first you have to pay for his cost, so it's counter loss 2, and then G flipped. And after that, when this card attacks at the end of the battle, you can ditch 2 to restand it. You do only get 2 drive checks, so this card's not like super broken, but it is what it is. It's a pretty good finisher. If you don't have the right field set up, then you can always ride him. If you have the right field set up, you can go into him. Honestly, you can run 4 Vic Plasma if you want, but keep in mind he does cost 2 counter blast, so the chances of you using his effect twice per game is not very high. Whereas this guy's free, so the chances of you getting his effect off no matter what is pretty high. Alright. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you for watching, guys. This is Cardfight, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!